So looking in this box, the rest of these are packaged, and a lot of them are coming out of the package because a lot of them are newer. But we have all kinds of stuff in there. You can see there's some old Lesnies in there, and then there's two new ones around it. Got some green lights in there. Johnny Lightning over there in the corner. Maybe that's a racing champion, I don't remember. But I'll just start reaching my hand in and pulling out a few at a time. And we'll start off with these three. What a wide variety of vehicles we have here. A Mazda CX5, the number 15 forklift, and the Willys pickup. At least these fall into the same, according to Matchbox, the same category. This Willys truck is in construction. And if that was a series back in 1980, this would be in that series. Now, unfortunately, our package is pretty smushed, and it's creased very badly, and it's even kind of cracked back here. But this is definitely staying in the package. I don't really have a protective case for it at the moment, but I need to just buy a bunch of them and have them around instead of buying them as I need them. But I just got that motorcycle. I know I need the carrier for it. I said this is from 80. I believe it's from 1980. That's the truck they had on their packages back then. What's it say? Yeah, 1980 Lesney products. Moonachie, New Jersey, made in England. So the toy's made in England, but the card is printed in the USA. I didn't know that. I thought everything was done in England. It says forklift truck on the bottom. They originally come out with it in 1972. This is the second release, or second casting, I guess, of this truck. The steering wheel is cast into the truck instead of being a separate piece. They're all the Lansing Bagnall forklift, but I have, like, each time they did a change, I have that, have one of each casting. This is the first fork truck I have in the package, though, out of the 4 of them that I have. So, that's nice to have one of those in the package. I like getting the Lesnies in the package, especially if they're ones I already have out. Alright, so from Matchbox Road Trip, we have the Mazda CX5. I think both of these things came from Dollar Tree. Yes, they did. I know they did, actually. I was in there buying somebody a birthday card, and I decided to check and see what was in there. So, it's a nice little model. You know, typically I don't buy just normal, I don't buy fantasy cars ever. Well, not very often, but I typically don't buy just run-of-the-mill, SUVs like this. But it's nice to have a few of them, especially for when I make my stop-motion videos. I think they look better, when there's a range of vehicles in there. So we have some decals on the back. I need to get away from using the word tampo because they're not tampos anymore. Tampos are ink printed on a sponge and then they smush it on there. I believe these are printed onto the car. So I need to just start saying decals or whatever. Not really stickers, but I can't imagine that they're still tampos. Either that or they're using some high quality ink to not smudge those sponges. If the camera would focus, you guys could see these a lot better. I don't know. I hate the camera on this tablet. I don't really like this tablet, though. So you can see these are made in Thailand because they have the elephant. Oh, it also says it down there, but that's an easy way to tell. We won't spend as much time on all the cars. I don't have to talk about all of them. This is the 41 Willys Jeep pickup 4x4 in the construction series. I think all of these are from 2019. Yeah. Well, we may open this up and we may not. So, we get a little, there we go. So, it's not white, it's not cream, it's a very, very light yellow. It's a really cool truck though, I really like this casting. I've always thought this was a cool casting. I usually pick it up whenever I can. It doesn't say anything on the bottom. It says stuff, but it doesn't say that it's a 41 Willys. Alright. You know, card table is not level, so all the cars are gonna roll around like crazy. Alright, got 2 Hot Wheels and a green light, it looks like here. So we'll start off with the Musclemania series, the Ford Thunderbolt. These are from 2012. So I have this car out of the package, so this one will stay in the package. At least for now. I may decide later on to take it out. Make a nice pile. This one definitely comes out of the package. I love this car and I don't have this one already. So this is a 68 Mercury Cougar from the Hot Wheels Flame series. This is from 2017. You can see the change from 15 to 17 is a very drastic change. Every few years or so they change the card, especially anymore. They ran the blue cards for a while, but after that they started changing them every so often. I don't really care one way or the other if they change it or not. Right, got 68 Mercury Cougar on the bottom. Very shiny base. Really cool matte finish on it with the flames all the way around it. I'm sorry, I keep sniffling. Pretty cool car. Always liked the Cougars. I always thought they were cool cars. Is that wing plastic? Yeah, it is. Oh, I guess that wing is black, too. It's part of the interior. The car is a darker color, so it's kind of hard to tell. On the camera, it shows up better, though. Really cool car, though. Got the gray 5-spoke wheels on it. Why does that one stay, but that one doesn't? Oh. Then we have our MacGyver 67 Pontiac GTO convertible. This is in Hollywood Series 24. Really cool car there. You can pause on the back. Well, let me get that glare off so you can see the whole thing. You can pause and read that if you would like to. I'm not going to read it to you. This package is dusty. I could use my new knife, but this knife isn't too dull. Actually, it's not very dull at all. As opposed to a sharp one, maybe it is, but it doesn't get stuck. It's not a safety hazard yet, and when it is, I can sharpen it. But, see some smudges back there. It's a black car, so by the time I'm done showing this, I'll have fingerprints all over it, I'm sure. It's a really pretty car though, black car with white interior. Got a black dashboard in it, pretty detailed dashboard. Got your radio and your glove compartment, all your gauges. The even painted silver right there. It's got the correct wheels on it. The taillights look good. I wish this would focus. Wow, big fingerprints on that side. Those aren't mine. The green lights come from the factory sometimes with fingerprints. Ah. So it doesn't say GTO in the grill. Come on, focus. And I would say this because it's in the MacGyver movie, but we have the Pontiac logo right there. Does it say on the hood there? Not going to focus again, are we? Okay. I assume it says Ram Air. Let's see, Ram Air 400, I think it says. Ram Air 400. And we do have an opening hood. There's your engine. Yeah, it's two Christmas cars and a not Christmas car. So all of these cars have the same car on the front. They all have Screamliner. And I think I have the whole series of these. I'm missing maybe one or two. I think I'm missing Audacious and maybe Rockster. I may have Rockster, I don't know. But these stay in the package because they're actually not my favorite cars, but I do like to collect the holiday series. Of, you know, they have the Easter and the spring and the Christmas and all that. So, or these I guess are winter, not Christmas. But, you know, I like to collect them, so these stay in the package. This is Scorcher. Pretty sleek car there. I like how they have a big Christmas tree behind the actual lights, which is also called a Christmas tree. But if these cars were actually drag racing, they couldn't see the lights on that Christmas tree because of the actual Christmas tree here. That could be confusing. I got Streamliner here, which is the one that's on the front of the package. Streamliner and Scorcher are the two featured cars on the package. Winter 2019. So got a snowman on the door. Hot Wheels and then a snowman. Yep, that's cool. I really like this car. I think this car's cool. I may have bought two of these to open one up. I probably did. I like this car. Right, got a 86 Monte Carlo SS Super Sport. Hot Wheels Workshop. This is probably from like 2017 or something. 2013. Holy cow. 15. Okay, that makes me feel better. I was like, I know this isn't from 2013. 2015. Okay, I was still off by a couple years, but so it has the showdown scanner thing on it, so that dates it a little bit. I like this car. I like this casting, I should say. When they first came out with it, it had a removable hood on it, and the longer they produced it, they finally changed it. For now, that'll stay in the package. There's 2 more in that row. Let's grab 1 more and keep our 3 going here. Alright, got an older one here. So, I actually bought 2 of these, so I'm going to see which one has the more bent-up card. Probably the other one. This one's pretty straight. And I'll open it, because I really want this car out of the package. I love this car. This car is so cool. So, we'll come back to that Riviera later. Here's the Mystery Machine. Scooby-Doo. Oops. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. This has the Team Hot Wheels guys on the card. This is from Hot Wheels City series. It's probably from 2015 as well. 2014. It's in the Tuned series, if you couldn't tell. It says the Mystery Machine on the bottom. I wasn't sure if it would or not. I like this van. Couldn't decide what to call it. I like this van, so I think I'll take this one out of the package, actually. It's, that's a back I haven't seen, where you cut out the scanner. Wow. Why would you have to cut it out? QR code glyph. Okay, that's something new to me. I will look into that later on. And this one opened up somewhat easy. It's a heavy for no bigger than it is. It's a heavy casting. It's got 2 rivets in it. One in the middle and one in the very, very back of the van. The taillights are actually in the doors. So 2 bars for luggage rack up there. Always liked Scooby-Doo growing up. Always liked that show. The cartoon version. Of course, they were older cartoons when I was a kid. I watched them on the Boomerang channel. They had all the good old cartoons. I think the Boomerang channel has gone downhill in recent years. Alright, so since this car is pretty much driving out of its package the way it is, we'll go ahead and open it up. This is the 30 Phantom Corsair from the 1999 first editions. Typically, I don't like to open my first editions. There's nothing special about them. I like to have them in the package, but I don't have a whole lot of the 99 first editions hanging on the wall, so the fact that I'm opening this doesn't hurt me too bad. It's a really heavy car. I really like this car. It's all metal. It says Phantom Corsair on the bottom. Just doesn't give a year. So 38. It's a really cool car. It kind of reminds me of Mr. Incredible's car on The Incredibles. Little different. This one's more bubbly, but same basic car. Really cool, kind of fancy looking. It's got a white interior in it. It actually does have a back seat in it. That's surprising. It's a really heavy casting since it's all metal. And that thing looks fast sitting still, doesn't it? The 30s was a really cool time for car design, I think, because they had all the streamlined stuff. Okay, we have 2 of the same car. That's okay. I did buy 2 streamliners, so we'll open this one up, and we'll look at the Volkswagen. I was pretty sure I bought 2 of these. Obviously, I've had these for a while because they're all from 2019. Oh, I didn't notice that on this one. You can see the wheels, the trim just goes around the bottom. You can actually see between the fender and the wheel, and the rail on the bottom. That's cool. I didn't notice that before. It's got white tires on it. And a red base on it, red chassis. Got a big fin on the back of it there. Split window. That's just a really cool looking car. I like that car a lot. That fits right in with the Corsair that we were just looking at. They're both pretty streamlined cars. Okay, I have two of the, and they're 90 cents at Vendor City, typically wherever you are. Excuse me, I burped and sighed at the same time and it made a weird noise. So these are the exact same car. Volkswagen Golf. It says Farfignugan on the side. That's why I bought it. I liked it because, a lot of the, that's kind of a thing with Volkswagen. So there's your collector tip up there if you want to pause and read that. That's really all you would want to read on this, I think. These are from 1995. And I'm going to open this one up and hang that one on the wall. It says underbody sculpting. I will Google that and see what they mean by that, because the base looks pretty basic to me. And since it's just a model car, I don't really see what else that would mean other than the base of the car. So I believe Hot Wheels still makes this casting, or they came back out with it. I don't think they've made it the whole time, but I think they came back out with it, because I think I have this car in yellow. So a really cool car. I like the spoked wheels on it. It says Farfignugan. Has a little stick figure driver there. Hot Wheels on the front fender. It's got a very bright red interior, which looks orange on my camera for some reason. Same decal on this side. Pretty cool car. I like that. It rolls really good. Just basically like a brand new car should. I say brand new. It just came out of the package, so it's like brand new. Put my hand back in this box and see what else I can pull out. Oh, we're at the end of a row with one car. Yeah, we're opening up this one. So, this is a 64 Buick Riviera in the Hot Wheels Art Cars series. 2017. This is this release is 2019 though. I think I bought these new. I'm almost positive I bought these new actually. So, whoa. I really like all the graphics on this. I just think it's really cool. And the pink windshield, although it has fingerprints all over it. One nice thing about having a flannel shirt, you have a toy car polisher on your arm. So we have some skulls on the wheels here. This is some kind of Spanish car, because I see those skulls a lot with like Spanish culture. Or skulls like that, you know. This is definitely a lowrider car. It's got all the graphics and bright colors and stuff like the lowriders do. It's got a purple interior. Yeah, purple interior with neon pink windows. It's actually a pretty detailed interior for no more of it than you can see. I've always liked this casting of the Riviera. This is probably my favorite release of it so far. So that's really cool. Twin Mill Generation E, which leads me to believe this would be the electric twin mill if they were to make this car for real. This is new for 2019. I'm gonna keep this in the package, and unless I bought two, I may have bought two of this one. I think I did, and I'll do a video on all of the twin mill cars that have come out so far. Not every variation, but like one of each body style. Twin mill Generation E. Yeah, the E leads me to believe that it would be an electric car. Since everything else is electric, why not? Twin mill always makes everyone do a double take. Hey, look. Electric motor. I was right. Okay, so that's cool. I'm not usually much of a fantasy car guy, but the only reason I bought this was because it was the new twin mill. I don't really actually care for it that much. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. I bought a bump around. Why? I don't know. It's a fun car to have, I guess. It's new for 2013, so I guess this would be a first edition of this because it has the new casting sticker there. Or not sticker, but looks like a sticker. You can read that if you want to. I don't have any use for that out of the package. This comes out of the package, though. This is a Hot Wheels Premium. The Deadpool ice cream truck. This is heavy. This one's all metal. It says metal on metal right there. Got Real Riders tires on it. Just has Deadpool on the back. Doesn't say anything else. So this actually, I'll go ahead and open it up. Oh, good grief. It doesn't want to be opened up. So the package says Deadpool ice cream truck. The base of the truck says Deadpool chimichanga truck. And what did they call this truck? Ice creamer, I think is what Hot Wheels called that truck. So I was flipping through one of my Hot Wheels books trying to remember the name of this casting, and I couldn't find it in either one of the books that I have. Which I could have sworn it was in there, and it may have been, and I just passed over it. I'm pretty sure this is called Ice Creamer, although in '83 when they came out with the casting, it was called Good Humor Ice Cream Truck. This is, I believe, the first release of it. If not, they didn't change very much. For a long time, it was the Good Humor Ice Cream Truck. But you can see that they're definitely the same casting. The interior is not as detailed on this one. Steering wheel is on a stem there. It's on a big brick looking thing there. And also what I noticed right off the bat was it's not the Good Humor guy anymore with a fudge pop in his hand. We now have the Deadpool guy. And while we're zoomed in on this, my favorite thing about this truck says any flavor you want as long as it's vanilla. I think that's hilarious. And the grille is actually more detailed on the newer one. The back is pretty much the same, and the other side is the same. So, I mean, for the most part, it's the same casting. It just basically has a different interior. And once again, they changed the name of this truck from Good Humor Ice Cream Truck to Whipped Creamer to, or not Whipped Creamer, Ice Creamer, to now it's the Deadpool Chimichanga Truck. So I think now they're just using this casting as they need it. I don't think it's a mainline casting anymore. So away from the history of this truck, looking at this one specifically, I already showed you my favorite part of it. Any flavor you want as long as it's vanilla. It's a very heavy casting. All the lights are painted. It's kind of a white, pearly white color. It's pretty. It's got white rubber or white wheels with plastic or rubber tires on it. My brain is shutting off, I guess. It's got the little Deadpool emblem on the back there. Got some kind of gray graphics going around it. They're not showing up very well on the camera, but I promise you they're there. There, if we get it out of the light, you can see it. There's this side of it. Deadpool emblem there, and I think that's what's on the front of the grill too. So I like that truck. Spent a lot of time on that, but I just wanted to share the history of that casting.